Archangel Michael says, "Tonight, a truth older than your birth is rising to the surface, and it's wrapped in the handwriting of your mother and father. You were never meant to find it early, but destiny has moved the hour forward." This sealed message carries a key, not just to your past, but to a future being shaped behind your back at this very moment. In a wooden box, buried deep within your childhood memories, lies something neither of your parents could throw away. This isn't just a letter, it's a legal declaration, a sealed truth, signed and marked with both their names. Your name appears on the cover in golden ink, but it's not the version you go by, it's your original, sacred name, chosen before you ever spoke a word. Your parents were not just hiding a memory, they were safeguarding a legacy that could change your life and everyone tied to your bloodline. This legacy is not ordinary, it was meant for a chosen one, and the moment you open that seal, people who never liked you will sense it. They will come, not with flowers, but with silence and manipulation, trying to rewrite what your parents preserved for your protection. Comment, "I'm ready to know the truth," if you feel your heart racing right now. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says this, "Your mother cried while signing that paper. She whispered something only angels heard, and her tears stained the edge of that letter. It was not guilt that made her cry, it was fear. Your father didn't say much, but his silence carved a space in the room so thick it still lingers in that house. He stood with a black pen, hands trembling, knowing what this decision could cause in your adult life. They didn't hide it out of shame, they hid it because they loved you fiercely. That document was meant to be opened at a time when your soul had faced enough pain to handle the entire truth. The time is now. It's midnight, and someone is already en route with keys to a place your family never took you. Type Amen to get blessing 662. You're going to hear a knock at your door, late at night. Don't be afraid, but don't be casual either. The person who knocks knows your name, but they won't say it unless you look them in the eye. Inside their pocket is something small, a folded note, yellow with age, wrapped in red thread. It was never mailed because the address was erased. But the message inside starts with, "If you are reading this, then my child has returned to the path." This letter carries proof of what your parents did for you without your knowledge. They made enemies to protect you. One of them still follows you from a distance, never revealing their face but constantly working behind scenes. Type Amen to get blessing 841. Your mom and dad weren't just simple people trying to live, they were guardians of something ancient, something divine. They had a mission tied to your birth, and when you arrived, they felt both fear and honor. Someone powerful once warned them that your light would draw both angels and shadows. They chose to raise you in silence, shielding you from prophecies even your ancestors feared. But now, the seal is weakening. Not because someone broke it, but because your energy has aligned with the very fate they prepared for. The next time you touch something from your childhood, an old book, a photograph, or a keychain, you will feel a pull in your chest. That's not nostalgia. That's a signal. A sign. A summon. Type Amen to get blessing 944. Your name is written not just on a paper, but on a ledger kept in a spiritual place between time. This place was visited once by your parents, one on a mountain, one in a dream they never dared to describe to you. They returned from it changed, quieter, but more watchful over you. They tried to act normal, but you noticed it, you always did. Their glances at each other. The times your name would almost slip from their lips in a way you didn't recognize. Your true name, the one sealed under that letter, carries weight beyond just identification. It's a key, and when it's spoken in the right place, with the right tone, doors will unlock that no man could ever force open. Soon, someone will speak it aloud. Type Amen to get blessing 1271. This person is not a stranger to you. They were once close to your father, but they were cut off after a disagreement that nearly led to a tragedy. Your father never explained the real reason he distanced himself, because it involved a decision that would affect your entire bloodline. They are the one who kept a duplicate of the sealed letter. Yes, there are two. The one hidden in your home, and the one being carried toward you right now in a leather envelope. That envelope has been watched, protected, stolen, returned, and now finally released. But you need to be strong. Because what it contains could make you question your entire childhood. Type Amen to get blessing 1500. When your parents looked at you for the last time together, they both knew something unspoken had been fulfilled. They didn't need to say it. But their souls breathed a silent thank you to the universe. You were never meant to be average. Your struggles weren't just random, they were part of a larger battle to prepare you for this exact moment. You've been tested by life because the truth you hold is dangerous to people who crave control. There's a location written in the sealed letter. A map, in fact, drawn with charcoal and signed by a name you've never seen. It leads to something underground, something your parents once feared would fall into the wrong hands. Type Amen to get blessing 1882. When you step into that location, you will feel the presence of your parents, not as memories but as energy. Their energy will meet yours. And a doorway will open that never existed on any floor plan. You must go alone. And you must go soon. Because someone else has decoded a part of the map and is moving closer from another city. They believe what's hidden belongs to them, but they are wrong. They don't carry the signature of birth. You do. And that's why the seal only opens in your touch. Type Amen to get blessing 2014. This moment isn't just about secrets, it's about restoring balance to something your parents sacrificed everything for. When they made their final choice, they severed ties with people who once called them family. Now those same people are planning to reopen that wound. Their goal is not to hurt you directly. It's to confuse you, to manipulate the truth so it looks like a lie. But the real letter, the sealed one, doesn't lie. And the person coming to knock on your door? They're not just a messenger. They're a witness, one who saw the signature being sealed and the box being buried. Type Amen to get blessing 2199. Archangel Michael says, the night this was sealed, the wind outside your home changed direction. Even the animals near your window went silent, sensing a spiritual act taking place inside. Your mother placed her hand on the envelope and whispered your name in a tone meant for angels, not human ears. The seal was made not with wax, but with a drop of something sacred, an oil blessed in secret by a woman your parents trusted with their lives. This woman once held you as a baby and whispered a future over your head. She vanished soon after, but her words still echo in the fibers of that envelope. You may feel drawn to a box you've forgotten, or a drawer that's always been hard to open. That resistance isn't coincidence, it's protection. Until now, the box refused to let itself be touched because the prophecy wasn't complete. Type Amen to get blessing 2277. Your father left instructions inside the sealed message. One part is addressed to you, the other part to someone you've yet to meet. That person holds a scar that matches yours, not on your body, but on your spirit. They will reveal themselves when you speak a sentence your father wrote. It starts with, the truth was never mine to bury, only to protect. When you say it, this person will understand everything without explanation. Their presence will be sudden, but not unfamiliar. You will recognize them through their eyes, through a trembling in your chest, like an echo returning home. And with them will come access to the second part of your family's hidden truth. Type Amen to get blessing 2355. Your mother had dreams about this day. She kept a journal, locked inside her closet, pages marked with symbols and dates. One of the entries says, when the child finds the envelope, light will return to our bloodline. That light has dimmed over time because of choices made in fear. But you were born under a rare celestial moment, when time, heaven, and human will cross paths. The seal under your name is more than paper, it's an activation. When opened, your thoughts will shift. Visions may come. You will see glimpses of things you were not present for, but your soul was. Type Amen to get blessing 2480. Your enemies are already restless. They don't know exactly what's in that sealed envelope, but they sense their control slipping. They have relied on your confusion for too long. Now that clarity is approaching, they are planning to distract you. You may receive messages, calls, or strange opportunities that seem too perfect. Avoid them. They are traps wrapped in honey. Stay anchored. Your parents didn't fight so hard just for you to fall into their hands. They left this for you to win, not wander. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. Your true history begins at midnight. The first memory you had as a child, the dream that returned over and over, is not just imagination. It was a glimpse. A preview. A foreshadowing. In that dream, you saw a place, a person, a moment you couldn't explain. You were never supposed to forget it, and you didn't. You just locked it away, the same way your parents locked that envelope away. It is time to remember. The knock on your door is not random. It is the sound of fate arriving on schedule. Type Amen to get blessing 2771. They will call your name 3 times. If you answer on the first or second, they will delay. But if you answer on the third, they will step in and give you the object that belongs only to you. You'll feel a strange wave when you touch it, like fire and calmness at the same time. That's your soul realigning. That's your parents' spirits recognizing your readiness. You'll know you're on the right path because old memories will come with new strength. The dreams will return, more vivid, more clear. And in one of them, your mother will speak. Not symbolically, literally. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. The message she speaks will guide your next steps. But you must not share it right away. It is sacred, and timing will protect you. There's a second person coming days after the first knock. They will pretend to be unaware, but they will be watching you closely. They've been sent by someone who still fears the power your name holds. This person may offer help. Do not accept it. They carry an energy that twists intentions. They once betrayed your father under false loyalty. Type Amen to get blessing 3144. You're going to face a choice soon. It'll feel like a simple decision, but it's wrapped in a test that only a chosen soul can pass. That test will mirror the choice your parents once had to make. Choose courage over comfort. Choose silence over panic. Because everything is already aligning in your favor, if you don't let fear derail you. The sealed message is already vibrating under your name. It's calling your soul to remember. And once it's opened, no one will be able to deny who you truly are. Type Amen to get blessing 3390. Your destiny has always been wrapped in mystery, but that seal beneath your name is about to destroy all illusions. Once opened, the energy will awaken a chain of events that were paused the moment you were born. Your mother and father didn't just write that letter, they infused it with the divine light of truth that the world tried to dim. The one who brings it to you is not just a messenger, they are the last person your parents trusted with the truth. They have walked a dangerous path, staying hidden, protecting you from a distance. But now they are ordered to come forward, because time has thinned the veil, and your moment is now. There will be an urge to weep, not from sadness, but from release. The weight you've been unknowingly carrying will begin to lift. And your body, your spirit, will finally align with the mission set upon your life before your first breath. Type Amen to get blessing 3566. When you open that letter, your name will shimmer slightly in the light. That's not magic, it's memory. The paper remembers you because it was created on the same day you first smiled at your parents. They wrote it with hands shaking in reverence, knowing they were touching eternity. And now, that eternity is about to touch you back. You will remember things they never said, but always meant. Their sacrifices. Their secrets. Their silent prayers. It's all coming full circle, and you will feel it, down to your very bones. And when you do, don't run. Stand still. Receive it. Type Amen to get blessing 3699. There's a signature at the bottom of the sealed letter you might not recognize. It's not your mother's. It's not your father's. It's someone whose name has never been mentioned in your family, but whose blood runs in your veins. They were once considered too dangerous to be part of your life. So your parents made a hard choice, to cut contact and erase all traces of them from your memories. But now, that person is returning. Not to harm, but to witness your awakening. This name will mean something soon. You'll see it written again, on a mirror, on a screen, or whispered in a dream. And when you do, your soul will respond like it's been waiting lifetimes. Type Amen to get blessing 3777. That seal is not just the ending of an old silence. It's the beginning of your divine inheritance finally being handed to you. The land, the wealth, the spiritual authority, everything your parents buried will now rise with power. Your enemies will be stunned. Those who laughed at your setbacks will begin to feel uneasy. Because the moment you accept what's rightfully yours, the tides will shift violently in your favor. The sealed letter is more than paper, it is your written resurrection. The person you were is gone. The person you're becoming has already been recorded in heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 3888. And now, the final truth. A secret clause in that letter describes a time when you would be betrayed deeply, by someone who smiles at you often. Your parents wrote it because they foresaw the betrayal, but they didn't stop it. Why? Because that betrayal would force your soul to mature. It would burn the weakness out of your heart and prepare your spirit to hold what's coming. So don't curse the pain. Don't regret the scars. They were the test that allowed this truth to finally find you. And now, you are ready. You are chosen. You are unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 4004. There is more hidden beneath this seal than you could have ever imagined. Your parents didn't just protect a secret, they preserved a divine scroll, encoded with details only the chosen would understand. Inside the folds of that document lies not just the past, but also encrypted dates for the future, your future. These dates align with spiritual alignments your parents mapped with someone from the higher realm. One date is only days away from now, and when it arrives, a shift will occur that even your enemies won't be able to ignore. Everything will begin to move, the people around you, the energy in your home, the way you hear certain names. That date is mentioned in the third paragraph of the letter. When you read it aloud, the room around you will feel different, chills, light flickers, or a whisper from nowhere. Don't be afraid. That is your mother and father's way of saying, you found it. Type Amen to get blessing 4111. Your mother's handwriting on that page is uneven, not because she was nervous, but because she was emotional. She had waited years to write those words, and when the moment came, her hands trembled with sacred weight. She knew what this message could cost, but she also knew what it could save. You were her miracle child, born against odds that doctors couldn't explain. But only she knew why the doctors couldn't explain it, it wasn't science. It was prophecy. You are the completion of something your family started generations ago. Your father was the quiet guardian of this truth. He didn't speak much about the past, but every time he looked at you, he saw the future. And now, you're standing at the threshold of the destiny he once fought spiritual wars to preserve. Type Amen to get blessing 4222. The person who comes to your door will know if you're truly ready. They've been watching you from afar, waiting for divine permission to deliver the sealed letter. You may feel like you've seen them before, but you haven't. Your soul remembers them. They were there the day you were born, in the hallway, whispering a blessing through the wall. They carry the scent of the past and the mission of the present. When they place the letter in your hand, time will briefly pause. The world will keep moving, but your spirit will feel the shift. Like you've suddenly stepped into the exact moment you were created for. That is when you must read the message, and only then. Type Amen to get blessing 4355. This is not just about you anymore. When you open that seal, everything you touch afterward will begin to transform. Your words will carry weight. Your decisions will trigger consequences that ripple into the unseen realm. You'll begin to feel more deeply. Sounds, sights, even people's presence will feel intensified. That's not your imagination, it's your awakening. Some people will fall away naturally. Don't chase them. They were part of the life meant to end the moment you opened the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 4466. Now you must prepare. Not physically, but spiritually. Because when the letter is opened, 3 signs will immediately begin to manifest. First, a voice from your dreams will call you by your birth name, the one on the sealed envelope. Second, someone will confess something they hid from you for years. Third, something will disappear from your home, only to return with a message attached to it. These signs are confirmations. When you witness all 3, you will know the letter wasn't a coincidence. It was a divine map, and you've just activated it. Type Amen to get blessing 4555. Your parents knew you might feel afraid when this moment came. That's why they left a final note at the bottom of the letter, just one line: you were born for this, and nothing can stop you now. That line will burn itself into your heart when you read it. And with it, all doubts will die. The years of confusion will fade. The version of yourself that felt small will vanish like smoke in wind. You'll rise, not just emotionally, but spiritually. The shadows that followed you will scatter. And for the first time, your true path will open, clear and undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 4644.